Hey guys, my name is Ray for the TheYugiohCouncil, and this is a Harpie combo guide. It's kind of along those lines, like combos, makers, and breakers for the first time. Basically, I'm going to teach you the combos of the deck profile, which will be left as a video response, and the only change to that is this. The Utopia was dropped, this was added just so it's clarified. Okay, so in front of me I have a few cards. You're going to see why. I just wanted to save some time. So pretty much if you open Summoner Monk and Hysteric Sign, it could be any other spell card, doesn't really matter, but Hysteric Sign is very, very, key. You will get this 33% of the time. You summon the Summoner Monk, you discard the Hysteric Sign, just don't activate it, because you're only going to get either the search or the triple search. And then basically you get Sacred Crane, and you're going to get one to the hand. Now we use technically, per example here, let me just grab these cards here. We started with 6, okay? Started with 6, so we have 4 remaining in hand. And then usually you'll have something like a Call to Haunted. I'm just going to throw that there, per example, right? So then if you want to, you can overlay these two guys into, let's get over here real quick into the extra deck. You can go to a turn 1 Maelstrom, or you can go for a Lava Old Chain, which I don't have mine in front of me. And the reason you go Lava Old Chain is not for the stacking, but for the milling. If you want to mill out that second Sacred Crane out of the deck and then set up your Call to Haunted plays. So pretty much what you do is, it works like Trooper Agents, where if they blind MST your face down and it's a Call to Haunted, which I know I had one here, you flip it up, and then with this guy's special summon, you're going to draw one. So it's pretty simple to understand. In the end phase, you get to search for 3. My recommended 3, the first 3 I always like to search, because it leads to the strongest plays, is a Chandler, and because I'm not running 2 dragons, I run like the little midget dragon. It's the midget pet dragon. I'd search that, and I'll search a queen, or I'll search a proving ground. I'll search a queen to get the proving ground, or I'll just search for the proving ground depending what's in my hand. Now, one of the other funnier combos is if you have that Summoner Monk, or you got the Crane, going with Icarus Attack. It's an easy way to get in the graveyard. So say this is in the graveyard, we flipped it up, we get our +1. If you summon Miss Valley Falcon, because the reason for Miss Valley Falcon is Harpie Dancer is not released yet. These are just easy, quick draw engine. So basically you bounce the Call to Haunted, it's going to send it back to the grave, and you flip it back up. And you just keep doing that to get those +1s. It speeds up, it gives you hand advantage. So it keeps up with the opponent's combos. Hysteric Sign, it's a great card. If you have Proving Ground and you have it set, you just summon the Harpie. You have it face down. If you activate it and then you pop it, you're not getting the search, because you only use one of the effects per turn and only one Hysteric Sign. So per example, I'm going to summon my Harpie Lady 1, and if you have no back row, I'm just going to pop my Hysteric Sign and go +3 at the end of the turn. Now, one of the other turn 1 plays, if you're on Dev Pro or just own a Dragosack, you can summon Chandler as long as you have another Harpie card. Per example, we're going to have Harpie's Proving Ground. We're going to discard it. We're going to get the dragon. And from the dragon, we can go one of 3 rank 7s that is preferred. And we can go for a Dragosack. I'm not going to spend that much money on Dragosack. And you get your 2 tokens set up. Dragosack turn 1 is really good with this deck. There's also another option you can go into, and it's much more affordable. It's called number 74. And if they try targeting it, you get to pop stuff. If you have this combo later in the game, basically what you always want to go for is Big Eye, because you jack their stuff. Now, remember, if you're using my build, there's triple Call to Haunted, right? So we can Call to Haunted, Harpie's Pet Dragon, there's 3 Chandlers, and there's 2 Hysteric Parties, which can be bounced by the Falcons. So, per that example, we can go into our 2 rank 7s out of the deck. One of my favorite combos that I'm not showing right now is with this. It's pretty simple. Once you have your Harpies in the grave, you can just triple overlay them to this, 3 Harpies, and then summon a Miss Valley Falcon, bounce the Hysteric Party, set it back down. They can't target this guy, they can't punch it out. So you can keep punching direct, and you can summon your Chidoris or your Ice Beasts Zero Fin. I haven't like gotten used to pronouncing that name. Cowboy steals games. That's all I have to say about that card. But it's pretty easy deck to run. It's not that hard. I think that's all the combos, if I remember right. Oh, there is a silly one. Okay, everything involves Summoner Monk with this deck half the time. If you have Summoner Monk in any spell card, doesn't really matter, right? So, for example, I have a Hysteric Sign and I have a Harpie's Proving Ground. What I could do is I can go Monk to Chandler. Just saying if, for whatever reason, my Cranes are in my hand. To Chandler, which I discard this, and I discard this for Perfect. I can go into the Pet Dragon, and she becomes rank 7, level 7, because there is a dragon on the field. You can also use Tempest if this guy's too much. I forgot to mention that in the video, the deck profile. And then you can just go into 74, and just make sure I got my numbers right. Number 11 or Draco Sack, whatever you prefer, you know, whatever you have. If you're online, just use the Draco Sack, it don't really matter. If you want to run IRL in real life, then do it that way. Now, just want to make sure it's all the combos I can show you. There is another one, which is, again, with Summoner Monk, you can discard the Elegant Egotist, special it, play the Hysteric Sign, get the Egotist, play the Egotist, right? Get the Queen, not the Queen, I'm sorry, I'm terrible tonight. Get the Harpie Lady 1, because it counts as the Harpie Lady. Elegant Egotist can't get you Queen, it can't get you Chandler, it can only get you Harpie Lady 1s, Harpie Lady, or Cyber Harpie, or the Sisters. I don't like the Sisters. Now, if you have another Harpie card in hand, go ahead and discard that. Go for the Pet Dragon, like always. Now, if you have a Call of the Haunted, this is like super advanced stuff. If you've been doing the Crane stuff, then sometimes you will get the setup. Not all the time, but this is just an example. So don't say, oh, you're not gonna get that all the time. It's just for example. So Crane's in the deck right now. This is in the deck. You can obviously overlay these two for rank 7. I'm gonna just use blades. You can overlay these to a chain, which is in my Chaos Dragons, which it's the other room, and I'm not gonna run in there, wake everyone up. So you can discard. You can detach to send a Sacred Crane, and then your Call of the Haunted is live to get plus. And basically, if you have if you want to go crazy and you have this down too, you can target one of their monsters, target your Hysteric Sign. At their end phase, you'll go +3, and then at your draw phase, you go +1. One other easy thing which should be shown is that the Hysteric Party with this up is pretty beastly. I haven't run into an occasion. It's like 1 out of every 80,000 games that I do it, because most of the time I'm just discarding it. I don't like it. I didn't have a second dragon. I needed the extra wind and the extra monster, but I hope this combo video finds you well, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to check out the rest of the channel, because we are basically like a collab channel. I'm the main content uploader. My name is Rio for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see the entire deck, or just duels from it, the entire deck can be found as a video response to this video. Pretty simple. You just look down where you're going to comment. It's right around there. Now, if you want to see duels, you got to head over to Yu-Gi-Oh! Deathmaster for the time being, but I will post them here for you guys later down the line. So, I hope you liked what you saw. I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. I'll see you next video. I hope this finds you well. Peace.